let go to do everything within our power to make sure everybody's aware of what we're doing. It's all in God. In my Christ consciousness, God is good and love. Amen. Thank you for coming, as I said, and got a great service planned for you. Um, we made some mistakes along the road. We kind of getting our words out to the people. We got about 1,050 of you out there, and thank you for coming in because that's the important part. We're getting better as we go along. So right now, we've done a couple of breaths. We do a lot of breathing today because breathing is an important aspect of our life, right? you don't last long without this or this. And you have to know what I'm going to say to you a lot about today is about you've got to be aware of your heart. And I'd like to do it right now. Talk to you just for a few minutes. Just a very few minutes, if you mind. But this heart journey right now, you've got to be aware of it because I've been teaching Sutra healing for a very long time. Very long time. Like basically, I've taught around the world, Germany and Russia and Taiwan and around the world. I've talked to all the people I can talk to. And understand this, You're the minister of the church. You didn't know this. You're the teacher of Senior Sahim. You didn't know this. I'm sorry, I was too busy teaching. Too busy teaching. Bummer, right? But that's the life I've lived. But now I'm teaching it from my heart. Because I talk about, in the heart journey right here, is 5,000 times stronger than the energy coming off our heart is 5 times stronger than our brain. Now, what does that mean? It's 5,000 times stronger because it's not talking to anybody but the emotional body. The emotional body is right around. If you struggle with the fact that you've got an emotional body, maybe you keep it in a teacup or something. I'm not being silly, but I didn't know. We're walking through everything, healing. Everything we've done has been about healing the emotional body. And this emotional body right here is the focus of our heart, and it talks. Our heart talks to the emotional body. And 5,000 times stronger than the neurons in our brain, the heart neurons are 5,000 times stronger than the brain itself. So the brain in here, the local brain, is doing everything we can do to get through this life. You work and you don't work, some of you don't work, and some of you run, and some of you are pretending you retired. But understand this, when you never retire, nobody ever retires, because you're always going to have something to do. That's the key. You always have to have something to do. So my talk this morning means this. You've got a heart. I want you to pay attention to it just this hour today, because we did some healing, and I would like you to participate in the healing. But understand this. In this heart, going off, boom, 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 it's coming out into the emotional body. It is connected directly to the higher, the omni-conscious, the higher self. The world we don't know about. The higher self never really talks to us. My humble opinion. The higher self never really talks to us. We talk to it. I know you, because I know I've done it myself times. Higher self, you got to do it. I don't think it listens because it doesn't have any words. So what I'm telling you, higher self is the feeling. And it's got to come out of this emotional body. If you get it into the emotional body, you get it in there, it'll go up to the higher self. And then you'll find yourself working stronger with the aspects that we've talked about all these years, healing and masterminding and sleep state program and all the things we've talked about all these years. It's perfect because that's the journey. But when you get into here, you get it into here, and it goes up to the higher self. Then it goes up to the spiritual self too, right? Because you've got 4 bodies: physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. We always think of physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. That's a mistake. Not a mistake, but it's not the whole story. There's 2 parts of this mental world. I've known this a long time, but I never talked about it because it doesn't make sense, because the higher self can't, the unconscious can't talk back to us. It can relate back to us. So if you want to relate to your higher self, that's the key. That's the only key that we're ever going to possess. So what I'm saying to all of you is that when you have a thought, Master Kyo said it this way. Master Kyo said it this way. He said that, Master Kyo didn't say it, but he told us about when you feed the heart, it only takes 2 things in. This reaching out a little bit, I'm not reaching out at all. This is the truth as far as I understand it. The heart takes in love, fear, what do you want to call it? Anger, whatever, it doesn't matter. Anything negative is there. But the love is love, and the fear is people. And then we're saying not so nice things to nice people. What I say, that's what nice people do. I know this, I have done it myself. I said something that was never should have been said. And then I felt bad about it. But I didn't tell them I felt bad because I have to embarrass myself. I wouldn't embarrass myself because it goes against my heart. Come on. Get real with this whole. Remember that what you can feed in your heart is spent by you. And you've only got two choices, fear or love. Fear and love. If you get on to the end of the day and you tell your heart and it says, I'm not happy with you at all, I'm not happy with anybody, I'm blah, blah, blah. Ooh, calm down your heart. Because all you gotta do is love it. So what I'm telling you right now, you want to heal, start right now what I'm saying. This is the only healing I'm offering you today because that's the only thing we all have to offer each other. And the heart is the only thing that we've got to concern ourselves with. The heart is, we talk about taking a breath, right? We got to breathe, right? You got to breathe. You got to have a heartbeat. It kicks off three or four beats. You're gone. You're gone. For the most part, you're gone. And that means what? That you're going to die? Not really going to die. You go back to the Creator. You have no fear. You go back to the Creator. He'll love you for everything you've done. No matter what you've done. And I'm trying to clean up my own life, not to get a spoil sport, but I'm trying to clean up my life because at 70 years old, I've got to know what I'm doing. It's got to be working for me. So I'm preaching to you, not really, I'm preaching to myself. I'm preaching to myself, and you can hear it, and I can tell you can't lose by it because everybody's got to get up and get into this journey because that's the only thing we ever have. That's my whole talk this morning. And it made sound. Wasn't you?
It's the church's phone.
Anyway, God bless you. Because I can tell you this, phones are magnetic forces that gives me off this whole video. So, when we started the service, because this is about a healing church, we are a healing church, and our whole service is going to be about healing. I think my message was not about the Bible, nothing wrong with the Bible, it's a beautiful book, but it's not about the Bible, it's about healing. And I spent 5 or 6 minutes talking about healing. And I want you to know this. We're going to do some healings right now, but what?
You're doing meditation.
Okay. I want to do this to start by doing a 5-breath meditation. 5-breath meditation. It's not an accidental thing. This is what we do right now. If you're saying yourself a healer, if you're hitting this room over here, then you've got to know what's going to happen here. you're going to hear this 5-breath meditation from your healer, because this is the whole process. So we'll do it for you. And all you got to do, only thing you got to do for me right now is just breathe with me. But I want you to breathe this way. Breathe like this. Now, why are you doing that? When you inhale, you're going to call it golden energy, photon energy, from around your head into your heart. When you get into your heart, you got to get it down your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands, and I can tell you what I do, but you don't have to do it this way. But if I wanted to do this, if I'm the only person that can heal me right now is me, and I'm going to heal. Looks silly, but I does. It comes up there and down into there. Now that's the first breath, and that's your brain. And we just did this thing a couple of days ago on the website, and the questions came in were absolutely phenomenal. But the second one you come in, I like to think of my eyes as future brains. They really are. But what I want you to do is on the second breath, and then when you do this why it's, because you got to get this whole thing in. Comes into your eyes, goes down to the base of your spine, right here, top of your spine. It goes down your spine into the vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve opens up into this whole part of your chest right here. So what I'm saying to you is it's perfect, because now the third breath, that's 2 breaths, 5-breath meditation, third breath. Put your fingers right on your chest. Bring it down, take it in, bring it down your hands, and right into the chest. That's going to cover your heart, your lungs, your thymus, all this pressure over here. The fourth breath, 4 out of 5, we're almost there, right? Fourth breath, put it on your stomach. Feel it in your stomach, not your appendix, but your liver, your kidneys. It's wrapping around the whole process right there. Go to the 5th breath. It's all done, right? I just jump right here. And it goes in, and for the ladies, your parts, the male parts, but understand this, the bottom chakras. We ignore the bottom chakra. Right? We've always ignored it. In the physical body. Why would we ever, and I taught this, because God, that's why I have my journeys, right? I taught it's going to go out, but right now the bottom chakra is where it is, and you've got to protect that bottom chakra. So, there it is. That's the whole process, right? So, Gail, got music or something later? Take a breath. Now just sit calmly in your space. Feel the energies going through you. And if you have no feelings, it's all right. You'll eventually get a feeling. But right now, you have photon energy flowing through your body. And that's the perfect healing for everybody. Take another deep breath. Now, if you imagine this right now. If you were to do 5 of these, 5 times, 5 times, 5 times, 5 times here, down to the spine and into the vagus nerve, 5 on your heart, 5 in your stomach, here. And then the last chakra. Can you imagine if 5 of those, if you felt anything at all from the one we just did, can you imagine that? Now imagine doing every night before you go to bed. And the first thing in the morning before you, well, you have to get up before you do your meditation. Because I'm going to tell you this thing. If we just did that right there, you will all heal a lot stronger than you even like to think about. Because understand this thing, it's about aging the soul. Now, with this in mind, we'll do some healing. And we have plenty of time to do 2 rounds, and we don't know enough people, but that's what regularly happen, right? So, Michael, if you like to come here, you're going to come for healing? I knew you would. Come up here. Sit, face it. No, face up. Right up. Right. Who else would like to come up? Anybody? Okay. Sit right there. Who else? Anybody else? Going once, going twice. Okay.
Nope. The chair.
What? No, wait. Oh, okay.
You
So
change.
come up, yeah.
She raised her hand.
Oh, I'm
We're
sorry.
leaving it.
That's right.
No, please, you two now.
We'll do 2 rounds.
Thank
No
you.
problem. Face the crowd. Now, these are the people you're going to heal. How are you going to heal it? You've got to get your healing energies up. How are you doing, Paul? But understand, you get your healing enough to do some breaths. And you're not going to be embarrassed because everybody's been breathing here. But I can tell you this, you come up and get around these people, and you get into this thing right here, and you have the courage to get right up on her hand. You don't have to do that. You go over here, do this thing over here. You know the basic parts, right? You got anything, you can come in here and do this. But if you do that breath thing, I guarantee you'll bring all the photon energy into this church. You're gonna have some great healings, right? So,
What
Gail,
do the people on the internet do?
all you folks on the internet, see these people right here? If you've already done your journey, I apologize because I have not been focusing on you, but I'll get better one of these days. I know it'll get better. But right now, you come into this portal right there, and we'll keep it moving around a little bit, but you come in here and you heal these people. Because understand this thing, as long as it's healing, we do another program next couple weeks, do a healing program like to do this, as long as it's healing everybody.
It can be breathing and focusing on the energy.
You can be healing and focus on the energy.
Breathing.
Breathing. God bless you. Come on.
I have to ask what they want.
Well, I'm gonna get a lot of stuff about this service, right? Michael, I called you up. I don't call you.
So what Kaku Fred Sterling is doing is he's going to ask each person why they are on the healing chair. And after he will let us know what they requested.
All right. Oh, God bless you. Good job. All right. Now, so you know what you're going to heal. This guy ever said he wanted to heal something. He didn't have this defined journey. So your four bodies. And so your four bodies, I need the four bodies. What in the four bodies? So, well, my eyes, okay. My ears, okay. So give his head. But understand this thing. This is the journey. He didn't know it was coming up here, probably. But I remember it again. This young lady over here, she said, guess what? Four bodies. I said, it's a going journey right here. I pushed a little bit, she balance. I said, bounce right next to you, bounce off her body. Now that makes sense. So what you want to do is get up here, and I tell you, I just hold her, because it'd be a good journey for her. But she is recently, her mom passed, her uncle passed today, this morning. So she's got I think I healed her heart just a little bit, because I know it's a beautiful heart. I know it's a beautiful heart. A dynamic heart. She's got it. She's been pulling it out, pushing it. Give it back to her. And this is my sister here. She says she wants to heal her skin. And she said the magic word. She's getting rid of her fears. And I know this lady personally. I know this lady. She's not that many fears that cannot be overcome with love. So there it is, my friend. She wants to heal her hands, her skin, her ankles, but her heart. Now, can I say, come on up. You guys have to work hard today. Yes.
Energy. It's like you did this. It's a journey of heart. And this heart is beautiful. You need to feel it. You need to feel it. Now you need to find it. Because I've been doing this most of my life. I wake up. The first step. first. This is green. This is green here. Stop. That's green. Anyway, he came.
The music playing behind us. Because we know this young fellow wrote this song, not explicitly for us. He wrote it for the world. It's about Maria. You may call it Hawaii. It's about her. It's a beautiful, beautiful journey. All we have to do is relax into it. My sister here. We call this healing to close. Understand this. The healing done right now today is a mirror. People out there in the TV land, I could feel your presence in I could feel your presence. I felt every ounce of your power. Pray you all understand it's done with God created. The light of Christ comes from the power. We blessed this water before the church this morning. We blessed the four of us, four bodies, talk about that. And we'll put a little dab of it on your forehead. And I want you to feel it because I have a niece, 10, 11-month-old niece. And whenever she gets a little anxious, put her feet in the water, and immediately she goes back to the center. So we know that water is an important part of us, right? So I want you to know for you. And you, my friend, your presence. I'll go back to the chairs. Holes.
I thought you used to hold crystal.
No, well, this is gold, right?
Oh.
Watch here. How many Christ,
Oh, okay.
how many prayers are in that? So sit like that. Okay. Where's your name grace on this morning? And besides your wife setting you up, she did good. If you had anything you could heal right now, what would you heal?
Stay. Stay in the past.
The men, they're so powerful. This guy over here says, heal anything in my body, every place in my body, heal anything, you can feel it, heal it. I can tell you this now, some of you may not have caught the program last Wednesday, but Master Carol identified something with, I did a healing for Patty, and what I did was very powerful.
I'm listening.
I went into her head. It started about this. I was standing beside her on the healing table. And all of a sudden, I was standing at her head. I mean, all of a sudden, I was just, I'm going to walk over here, you know. Master Kirill said, I don't know what he said. Anyway, I got into her head and I opened up her brain and I went in there. I'm looking for her. I know what I'm looking for. I said a little like, bing, oh, I know that. That's a measure. And as soon as you start hitting, that's a measure. You go and heal it, right? So I get in there and it wouldn't come out. The light wouldn't go out. So I really amped up the energies. And finally it started to lift up, and then it get less and less, it was gone. I did good. Master Kirill told me, after it was all over with, that brain cancer. A little teeny itty bitty brain cancer. That's the secret stuff healing does for you. What you're saying, Pete, is you want to get on your path and be the spiritual. I know you're a spiritualist. And I know you're a powerful healer. What you said was powerful. So you got two people to work on. It won't take us very long. So I was going to go back here.
No.
disappeared.
I'm still here.
Go behind Barbara.
Yeah. If
I'm fine.
this now, for you guys outside there, right in here, I just want to show you something. Just how many prayers we got in here from people around the world. And some people in this room right now put prayers in here as well. There's nothing wrong with that. You can always put prayer in here. But understand this thing, you folks around the world, come right in here and get right to Barbara and amplify this thing powerfully. That's your journey to come in here and do this healing long distance if you would. But understand this, I could read all these. Yeah. It's a ton of them. But all you gotta do is come in here and give the energy, love, and light, and you have a feeling. Right? The rest of you folks out here, not big, enjoying this together. Right? So please come up off the chairs. Here. Okay. This bowl wasn't blessed. It was blessed for you. And there's nothing here that says miracle. And miracles are you trip to what you need. And I think it's not. But it's Peter, it's almost as though you put this water in here. I don't know how, but I could feel it because all blessing to be the church and to me. And Jesus,
Sprinkle some water with prayers.
what a lovely day. That's your brother telling you should have been here. No, I didn't. All right. Now. Just a little valley. Next. I wanted to know you right now. You've been the greatest church I've ever done. It's just beautiful. It doesn't matter how many people are here or not here. There's some problems in the internet. Gail said we lost the service for a little bit. She went out there and she reached out to people or whatever she did. She gave another journey to get in here. We're working on this, but we'll get it perfect one of these days, right, Gail? Right? We get it perfectly, I know, but we do the best we can do. You stick with us. all I can tell you. Come to this church every Sunday. You can come in here and go in here. What's the date of this next church service? 15. Next service is 15, and that's going to replace the long distance healing that we used to do on Wednesdays. We'll do it on Sunday next week, 2 weeks from today. Do the healing right here. So you come in here and do this whole journey. Just come in here and be a part of the service because it'll be about really powerful because you got to know how many people are in this bowl right there. If I ever see her, she's going, my God, there's so many people. That's a couple of weeks of stuff with it, I guess. I can tell you this, there's enough energy in there, and people coming in, and thank you for Deirdre and other people that are in this whole process. Understand this, I know it made a difference. So, that's all I've got. Wait a minute. Okay, we really do it now. She reminded me once. Now she's going to remind me again. Now she said, what would I do without her? I tell you this, though, folks in that healing space right now, that are living, watching in there, you have a donation button right on this page someplace. You go there and you put a $10 bill in there, whatever, $5, $2, $1, something. Give something because understand this. It's not about us getting rich, so rich, but we need the money to keep things going. You gotta get new things in the camera, go higher, and so on and so forth. And maybe get a better computer for Gail too. I'm gonna have to do this. But all these things doesn't come cheap. If you give, you give. It's not about the church growth or anything else. It's about making sure that I always be here every 2 weeks. And so if you can't come every week, I understand. If you come every week, I'm really totally convicted by that. So what we have, we have a donation here from Arrow. Anyways, I'm going to pass it to Gail, I'm sorry, to Kara Corona, and she will share it.
You'll bless it, please.
God created universe overnight. I'm going to bless this bowl and the people that are sending into this bowl to the donation button, that they'll receive some kind of blessing in their life today. When you get this blessing today, go to the computer and type it into us and send us an email or whatever. Tell us what your blessing was today. This is what we do in this bowl. Because when God created us, that's what as I said, this is a journey that we're going to do 2 weeks from today, for this whole process, and we do it, which used to be done at healing Wednesdays, we're going to do it on. God created whoever's love and light. Not peeking into the bowl or anything. Because the money in here is absolutely perfect. To the internet, it's absolutely perfect as well. It doesn't take much to give a $10 bill or a $5 bill or a $2 bill or whatever. You can do it because you love it. And this is what we're going to do right now. God creator, these are words that I do not speak lightly, because it's some of it is asking for something or not. I'm giving something back. Everybody puts anything into these bowls, whether it's coming through the internet or to this bowl right here, you've got to know you will never, ever need it again. Amen. Pretty close. I'm going to say a prayer. I'm going to breathe a couple times. What? 5 times. She can't be heard, right? You could hear her out there, could you hear her? Soul age. All we've got to do here. We're going to fill in the days with works and plays and all the things that we're going to do. But you got to know everything we're going to do every day is going to be about aging our soul. Aging our soul is lifting us up to the new dimensions, the 4th dimension and beyond if you want to go. Be aware of this place we call Maria. This is the ancient peaks of Maria. And look out the windows right now. It's a beautiful mountain behind us right now. It's so inviting. Somebody said something this morning. She was praying as she came over the mountain. She would pray, she would feel the energy from the mountain. Know that you can. So when you leave this church today, take a good look out there. That's Maria. And it's timeless. Timeless continues.
Then comes from.
Yeah, that's for you. This will be here just a moment. Denny Cox, that we're playing for the plays and everything. It's about Maria. He doesn't say anything about Maria, but you can feel the sense of life, the breath. So we'll close with this right now. In the name of the God created Christ, and God's will. Stick around, have a cup of coffee, juice, tea, whatever you want to have. Drops no tea. You cook yourself. But anyway, stay right if you want to something to do this because it's what touch. God bless you. And aloha. You folks out there, go about your day. Like in New York, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And London, it's something like understanding this thing. We know. It's the same place. We turn the light. Good afternoon. Aloha.